All right, class, let's bring it back together. You all should have stepped into the shoes of your character and answered the question, is kissing Kate justified in taking out her anger about Sam being killed by killing men and stealing? So I hope you all took this time to write some good thoughts on your paper, and now we're going to share them with each other. So before you share, just please say which character you are, and then share your thoughts. So we'll go one at a time. Cassidy, let's start with you. What are your character's feelings about this question?
So my character was Zero, and kind of what he was feeling is he felt like Kissing Kate and Sam were really in love, and so she was really mad, and that was okay because they were in love, and it was all right.
Okay. Would you mind just coming up here and writing some of your thoughts on the board so we can all remember those? Awesome, thank you so much. Katie, could you please give us a summary of how Zero feels about this question?
Well, he's thinking, like, it's okay, she was mad, they killed her true love, and, like, just because he was black, it was so messed up what they did, so I think it was okay that she was angry about it, and so I think she was justified.
Great summary.
That's what she was saying.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have anything you want to add, or do you agree with that?
I agree.
You agree? Okay. Katie, why don't you go next and tell us your character's feelings about this question?
Okay, I'm Sam, and I was thinking, like, I think it's totally justified that she was angry. I mean, I'd be angry too if I was still alive. Like, they killed me just because they're racist, and like, I'm a good guy, So I think, and she was in love with me, and I loved her, so it was really, I think she was justified in being angry, but honestly, I don't think she chose the right way to handle it. It breaks my heart to know that she went from being a sweet teacher and, threw her life away out of anger.
How do you think she could have handled her anger? Or do you think there's some ways she could have handled it better? Do you think maybe she could have maybe moved to a new town, just get away from these people that ruined her life, kind of?
Yeah, she could have moved somewhere else, moved on with her life, found a new man, and had a family or something, and continued being a teacher or raised her family or something.
Yeah.
Doing something good with her life. She had a lot of potential.
Yeah, I think Sam would have thought those thoughts. Thank you so much. Would you mind coming up and writing some of those thoughts on the board for us, please? Great, thank you. Sydney, would you mind just rephrasing what Katie said so we can all be on the same page?
Yeah, so Katie said that being Sam was black and Sam was in love with Kissing Kate, and then he probably understands why Kissing Kate did those things, and he misses her a lot, and they were in love, but he probably doesn't really necessarily agree with her killing men and I guess throwing her life away. She probably could have handled it a little bit differently.
Fantastic. Can I get a thumbs up if everyone understands? Perfect. Okay, let's move on to the next character. Sydney, can you please tell us which character you are and how your character would feel about this question?
Yes, so my character was the warden, and I think that she would feel that Kissing Kate was definitely not justified, because back then she would probably think, heck no, a black guy and a white girl, especially teachers, should not be together. And also her great-grandfather or grandfather or something was the one that loved Kissing Kate. So she definitely probably does not feel like she is justified in them being together, as well as her killing and stealing from all the men afterwards too.
Those are some great thoughts. I like how you brought in the great-grandfather part. You really stepped into her shoes. Would you mind coming up and writing some of your thoughts, please? Fantastic, thank you. Maddie, would you mind rephrasing what Sydney just shared about the warden's feelings?
So the warden think it was not justified because of the color barrier, first of all, and also because her great-grandfather loved Kissing Kate, so she felt that it didn't turn out the way it should have in that regard.
Great answer. I can tell you've been listening. Okay, let's move on to our last character. And Maddie, I believe you have our last character, so what are your thoughts as that character?
So Kissing Kate thinks it was, of course, totally justified because, first of all, they didn't play fair, so why should she play fair? And I think that sums it up.
Great, okay. Can you come write some of those thoughts, please?
Oh no.
Thank you so much. And then let's just finish up with Cassidy. Could you just rephrase the Kissing Kate feelings, please?
Yeah, so she felt really justified in what she did because she felt that the situation wasn't fair in how they killed Sam, and so she decided that she wasn't going to do what she was supposed to either. She wasn't going to be fair if they weren't. So.
Great job. You all listened to each other's responses really well. It was really quiet. And just so you can all see where we got these images from, it's always good to cite your sources. Here's the bibliography.